What's going on, y'all? I hope y'all are doing well. Hope you had a blessed weekend. Uh, it's Monday. It's the start of a new week, and it's day 3 for me. The first 2 days, I'm definitely glad they're over with because your first 2 days after a relapse are what feel not so good. Um, but at the same time, you got to appreciate the day that you have. Um, you have to appreciate each day as a gift. When you wake up each day, you got to thank God for that you're breathing in your lungs, that you're able to walk around, that you're alive. So no matter the day being good, bad, or ugly, you got to be thankful. You got to be grateful that you're walking and that you have a day to conquer, a day to um, make something happen, a day to make a goal happen, a day to improve yourself again. A day to walk again, a day to eat again, a day to get clothes on again, a day to drink water again. I could go on about that. But I want to say thank you to those who watched my very first video I had uploaded on here 3 days ago of about my addiction to masturbation and porn. Thank you for the encouraging words and some stories that y'all shared with me. I really appreciate that. And the main thing I wanted to come on here and talk about was edging. Edging is dangerous, period. And I think it's safe to say that 99% of the time when we edge, it leads to a relapse easily. Most people call it playing with fire. So, edging was what led me to my relapse on day 48. And before that, on day 18 and 19, I edged for 2 days straight, edged for 2 hours. I stopped edging, kept moving on. But the problem is when you give into edging and then you stop and then you just move on, your brain, it makes it 10 times harder to just to move on from that. Because now, since you already edged the first time on your journey of semen retention, then now you're just wanting to go back to it. Which, if you didn't do it the first time and you just kept on going, um, it is about learning that lesson. Um, God teaches us in the Bible in 1 Corinthians that we flee from sexual immorality. We never fight, never fight. I realize when you're edging, you're trying so hard to fight it, but when you just run and you give it all to God, it makes such a huge difference. And during those 48 days, God did teach me a lot. He taught me a lot about not just running, but he taught me a lot about foreseeing the future, foreseeing the consequences, the dangers, and the outcomes of edging. So if you can already see and you already know what it's going to lead to and how it's going to make you feel and where you're going to end up, then you've won. So running is super important, but also foreseeing ahead of time, in a way, kind of like a foreshadowing. And I think it's a really good strategy. But my first 48 days was the longest I had ever gone, and yes, I live on a farm. Anyways, it was the longest I ever went, and basically, it wasn't an easy, short, narrow, straight road. There was obstacles. Some days were very hard to overcome, but I powered through. Some days were really easy. Uh, if you think this journey is so like simple, easy day every day, like yeah, day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, no, it's not. Trust me. Um, some days I was even experiencing withdrawal. That was really putting me to the test. And I was having to keep my hands idle to do a lot of stuff to get my mind off of it. And the withdrawal symptoms are what feel the worst because your brain is used to doing something to get that dopamine and satisfaction. But really, you need to experience your emotions as a man. So with stress, with tears, with anger, with frustration. We got to experience all those emotions instead. And instead of throwing those emotions away by edging and going to relapse. So that's definitely something I have learned. And edging is just it's not what we want to do at all. I'm not really sure what else to say about it, but on this journey that I'm doing right now, I don't want to edge at all. And sure, I'm gonna have super strong urges and temptations to want to edge, but I will find every possible way to avoid it. But really, it's about the thoughts, because thoughts is one thing, and if you give into the thoughts, that's how you become entrapped into the edging and into the video picture site that you become attached to. Uh, like what happened on day 48 was I had the thoughts, but the worst thing I ever said was, I'm going to go take a nap. And what happened? It was an afternoon. I was in my bedroom with my phone in the bed, started feeling myself, and next thing you know, I'm edging for like an hour or so straight, and I end up relapsing. So I think the moral of the story is never take a nap. I mean, do so if you have to by sitting up straight or something like that. I don't know. Or if you're going to take a nap, just turn your phone off, turn off everything around you and take a nap. Or just put your technology in a completely different room. But it's also about when boredom hits. And I think when boredom hits, that's when a lot of us fail. That's when a lot of us fall. But at the same time, we have to remember that us as believers, when we fall, we have not fallen forever. We pick ourselves up, we pick our cross up, and we keep going. Do we want to fall forever and quit? Or do we want to keep trying until we win, until we overcome this by the grace, glory, and light of the Lord Jesus Christ, who will get us through it? And this is a journey of willpower, determination, discipline, patience, sacrifice, uh, so much of all the above. And I can't wait to see where this goes. This channel is brand new, so I'm not really sure how much I'll be uploading or what my schedule is of this, but that was on my mind today, and I just wanted to tell you something about edging in general. So I hope y'all learned something from this. Subscribe if you want to continue on this journey with me. Those who are dealing with the same issue, those who may have a different struggle or addiction that they're trying to overcome. This is a channel I want to grow. It's going to take a lot of time, but I appreciate a couple of you who have already subscribed. But thank y'all for watching this if you got this far, and I hope you learned something new. God bless, and have a great day.